Alright guys, hello and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be making Fruity Pebbles donuts with Isatori protein powder. This is what the donut tray looks like before we throw it in the oven. Alright, so now we will do the taste test. If you haven't already, please drop this video a like. Go ahead, drop a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed, because you're not going to want to miss all the awesome stuff that we've got coming your way. Fruity Pebbles donuts with Isatori bioactive whey. Each donut has just 140 calories and 13 grams of protein. I'm going to show you guys how to make the whole recipe, including the icing, from start to finish. Let's go. Now, it is a fact that donuts got me in shape. I used to look like this, and then I went down to this with eating donuts every single day. Okay? Now, I have a higher calorie intake, which means I don't need to eat protein donuts. I can eat regular ones, but I'm making this ones for you guys. It wasn't until I started incorporating things like donuts, pizza, and burgers into my diet that I actually found it a lot easier to adhere to because it was much more enjoyable. I used to diet restrictively, oatmeal in the breakfast, chicken, rice, and broccoli 3 times during the day. I had these horrible bodybuilding coaches that were just like old school mentality. They were stuck in doing their one way of things because they might have gotten certain results one way, but that doesn't mean that there's not a different way to do it. So I'm open-minded. I require all of my team to be open-minded as well. I teach you how to do things like eat your favorite foods, go out with the boys for a couple beers, have a glass of wine with the girls, whatever you're doing, right? And still get the results you want and live a healthy and active lifestyle. I've helped people lose a lot of weight, over 25 pounds. When I was at LA Fitness, I've actually helped people lose over 100 pounds from there. I just don't have any of the testimonials from back then because I wasn't collecting them, but I've been on my own, just doing my own coaching business for the past 1.5 years, and we built a pretty successful roster. Go check out my Instagram if you want to see people's results. And if you're interested in working with me at all, go click the link down below in the description of this video. It's going to be underneath the recipe, and there's going to be a coaching application. So go ahead and fill it out. I'll reach out to you when I see it. And then if you want a quicker response, make sure you DM me on Instagram. All right? Now I'm actually making these recipes for my clients. So if you need a hand losing fat or building muscle, or even just building a strong mindset, and you want to look into joining the team, feel free to hit me up on Instagram at JordanMorey88. Shoot me a direct message, and if you don't have Instagram, feel free to hit up the link underneath the description of this video. But if you do have Instagram, I believe it'd be a much more personal way for us to connect. Plus, you can get to know me more there if you don't really know me that well already. Hope to see you. So, come on with me. I'm going to show you exactly everything you need to make the whole recipe as we build it up, right? So, the first thing that we're going to do is drop in 90 grams of coconut flour, and then 100 grams of, let's do all the dry ingredients first. We got 50 grams of a sweetener, calorie-free sweetener, 4 grams of baking powder. Okay. On top of that, we're just going to add a pinch of salt. Okay. Now I'm going to take this dry spoon, stir all these ingredients all together, and I'm going to add 2 scoops of Isatori's bioactive whey protein. This protein tastes amazing, and it is amazing to cook with. Alright, so 2 full scoops in there, and it is vanilla swirl flavor. Basically tastes like vanilla ice cream. It's going to pair really well with this. Okay, so stir it all together. Super quick, super simple, super easy, right? And then we're going to add 45 grams of unsweetened applesauce. We're going to add 85 milliliters of low-calorie coconut milk. Unsweetened. It's the unsweetened coconut milk, by the way. And we're going to add 100 grams of plain, non-fat Greek yogurt. That reminded me that I hate the taste of Greek yogurt. Okay, so now I'm going to use that same spoon. I'm just going to blend all this together. Now it's got a decent consistency. I'm just going to drop a tiny bit of water in there. Okay, now we're using 50 grams of Fruity Pebbles. I'm going to throw most of them in there, and the rest I'm going to use to top the donuts. Nice. Okay, so now we have our donut batter. It looks like this. It does does taste really good. I'm going to take our donut tray, non-stick, spray it with this cooking spray. Now, always use the non-stick cooking, the 0 calorie cooking spray if you can. I only had this one on hand, so that's what I'm using. And then I'm going to spoon it approximately per portion. Right, and I'm going to press them in here. Okay, now some of them clearly have more batter than others, so I'm going to even that out by eye. And I'm going to try to make sure that these circles in the middle are not filled or covered over as well, so they actually maintain a good donut shape. All right, so we're looking good. Try to use the rest of this batter. All right, so there you have it. This is what the donut tray looks like before we throw it in the oven. Hopefully they look pretty nice when they come out. I'm gonna put it in at 350 for 15 minutes and then check it. All right, so we're using 30 grams of icing sugar. And I'm just gonna add a tiny splash of this. Just a tiny splash. I'm gonna stir it up. And you can see the, a little difficult, but you can see the consistency of that. So we'll be ready to top those donuts with the remaining fruiting pebbles and the icing sugar. All right, now, as you can see here, mine are a little bit chunky or whatever on these sides. How you would fix this is to have your batter be a little more viscous. So basically what you would do is add a little bit more water to your batter in order to have them come out more aesthetic. And then what I'm going to do actually first is just throw these in the freezer to let them cool. So we'll throw a timer on for say 5 minutes, bottom shelf of the freezer, and then it'll be a little easier to apply the icing, and then the icing won't melt when we put it on them as well. So be right back. All right, so I just took them out of the freezer. Ooh, these are sweet. This is my first time making donuts actually, just so you guys know. Now, I still have to do the exact macro calculations, which I will do, but they're right there. And what I did actually as well was I added 20 grams more icing sugar to the icing thing. Oh wow, that tastes so good. Now, I'm going to top these little pebbles on here. All right, so now we will do the taste test. They're really good. What I'm going to do is cover them in plastic wrap, and I'm going to eat one before I work out each day over the next week. All right. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like, drop a comment to let me know you've enjoyed it. I respond to all the comments on my channel. I try to anyway. And make sure you subscribe, because if you haven't subscribed already, you're definitely going to want to be subscribed, because you're not going to want to miss all the awesome stuff that we've got coming your way. So until the next video, I hope you guys have a great time. And if there's anything specific I can help you out with, make sure to let me know via dropping a comment or sending me a DM on Instagram. They're fucking good. I gotta do this more often.